Today we're testing egg separating gadgets that I found online to see if they're worth the hype and do what they're supposed to, which is separate an egg yolk cleanly. You guys know I use a ton of eggs, so I need all the help I can get. Let's see how they do. All right, contraption number one. This is, on Amazon, this was called a 3-in-1 separator. I have no idea what about this is 3-in-1, but the idea here is we clip it onto the side of the bowl. I guess we just crack the egg right into here and the white should fall down. Oh my God. For the first one of this video, that's nearly perfect. Now guys, the plan for this video, as we check out each of these tools, to be fair to everyone, we're gonna do 2 eggs or 2 tests on every single tool, just to keep it fair, give it a fair shot. But after 1 test on this one, that is a pretty clean separation. All right, let's give it another try. Confirm the results. Got a little shell there, but that was on me. Yeah, I mean, this is, if you're trying to get the egg whites, it's not bad. It kind of takes a while here. Overall, there we go. That might be perfect. That's perfect. You can't get better than that. And your whites are super clean. So on our rating, we're gonna rate each of these on a scale of 1 to 5 eggs. 5 eggs being the best, 1 egg being the worst. I'm gonna give this a 4 egg rating. 4 egg rating for the 3-in-1 tool. On to the next one. Okay, on to tool number 2. This has a very clever name. This is called the egg white separator. Clever, I know. So the idea here is it tells me that you can fit 6 eggs in here at a time. We're just gonna do 1 at a time. We'll do it twice though, just to be sure. It also says that like this little piece here is meant to crack the egg on, but I'm a firm believer you should never crack your egg on like a sharp, not necessarily that it's sharp, but like on such a bold edge like that, just because you risk really messing up the shell and then also going in and breaking the yolk. So we'll just go ahead and crack this. And then the idea here is to kind of spin it around. Oh yeah. That is, oh, we broke the yolk though. See, there's these little edges in here. And I was afraid of that at first, was that these little edges were going to pop that yolk, and sure enough it did. So let me clean this up and then we'll try it again and give it another try, but so far, not very high hopes. Okay, trial number 2 on this one. I really don't have high hopes based on how that first time went. It started off really well. Maybe I was too rough with it. You never know. Be a little bit more gentle this time. But when you're gentle, it just doesn't really allow it to separate that well. So I think in terms of rating, definitely not as good as the first one. I'm gonna give it a, can we go 2.5 eggs? I don't know if we're allowed to do halves here, but I'm going 2.5 eggs out of 5 on the next one. All right, the next one, surprise, surprise, the name of this one was egg white separator. And for some reason, it came with this little whisk. I have no idea. I don't know if it was an error or what, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but we don't need that. Okay, so the idea here, again, is simply just crack the egg into here. The whites should fall down. I have very, very high hopes for this one. Let's give it a try. We'll start with the first egg. Okay, the yolk broke. I don't know if that was on me or not. We're just gonna go right into the second try here. We have a second hole right here. Let's see. Okay, it looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Let's see how we're doing. So I think I had broken that first yolk. But based off of this is gonna get a decent rating. Again, the problem is with a lot of these is the time that it's gonna take, because you're only doing 1 or 2 at a time. So that has to factor into the rating, but you are able to kind of do 2 at a time here. We're gonna give this 3.5 eggs on the rating. On to the next one. All right, next one, we have another one named egg white separator. It's like a little spring. I'm a little concerned about this just because there's really not as much room for the egg white to get through. But we're gonna give it 2 tries, see how it does. Attempt number 1. Wait a second. Wait a second. It definitely works. That's pretty good. We're gonna give it another attempt here, but this might be the cleanest one yet. Okay, attempt number 2. Again, I have to deduct some points from the rating just for efficiency. You're only doing 1 at a time here. And it does take a little bit for all the white to get out. But it does do it super cleanly, doesn't break the yolk. We're gonna go 4 out of 5 on this one. 4 out of 5 for this little springy egg white separator. On to the next one. All right, we're getting the next couple tools set up, but just wait, you're not gonna wanna miss the one at the end. It is literally like a little roller coaster for eggs. These eggs were going all over the place. It is gonna be a really lot of fun to watch. But for now, let's get into these ones and see how they do. These are the fun ones. We're starting with the Duncan egg yolk separator. It's even got a little poem on the front. It says, with a gentle twist, egg whites you'll score, and start your day with a mess no more. I mean, that's just beautiful. We've got this clipped onto the side here. I mean, I kind of feel like Shaquille O'Neal over here. I'm about to just make a couple free throws, but I feel like he usually missed his free throws, but we're not gonna miss any free throws today. First attempt, we're just going right at this thing. Not bad. I am a little concerned with how small this basket is. It's not bad. It's taking forever. And I don't want to shake it too much. It's definitely got some whites left over. Okay, attempt number 2. Here we go. Okay, I feel like that one did better on the first drop in there. Yeah, definitely not nearly as much white. So we're gonna give this a 4 out of 5 eggs. Just because, yes, it is not efficient in the sense of you have to do 1 at a time, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. Like, you got a little basketball hoop to separate your eggs. Who can't have fun with that? Next one, we have this odd looking silicone contraption. And the idea is we're going to crack the egg and then suck up the yolk, and then apparently you can just squeeze the yolk right out. I have absolutely 0 confidence in this thing. I think this might be our first 1 out of 5, but we'll give it the old try. Shout out to the Happy Egg. I mean, look at these. Look at those beautiful eggs. Those are just, that's what you want. So you're supposed to squeeze this first and then go up to it, let go, and it should just right in there. Here we go. It's not broken yet. And it does, like, those are perfect egg whites. The problem here is gonna be getting this out now. Look how, like, that opening there is not the size of an egg yolk. But, oh my God. Okay, I might take back everything I just said. We have to do the second test. I'm kind of freaking out right now. That was awesome. Okay, another egg down. Whew, no pressure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do we got? What do we got going on here? Okay, I kind of messed it up, I think. But still, for even messing it up, that's a clean 2 yolks right there. Oh my gosh. This is gonna get the highest rating yet of this video. 4.5 eggs out of 5. Man, That's an upset right there. I had this pegged as a 1 out of 5. But this works. On to the next one. Okay, next up, we have this adorable little chicken, and it's rightfully named Cute Egg Separator, which is very, very fitting. And the idea here is to crack the egg into the chicken's head and then pour it out, and the egg white is supposed to just come out of the chicken's mouth, and we're left with a beautiful egg yolk. Inside, unbroken. I don't have high hopes for this one, but I've been wrong before. Let's give it a try. Okay, it's in there, it's not broken. You can see right now it is not broken. So let's pour this thing out. Ooh. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, so not bad. Definitely has some white still there. We'll give it a second try, but not terrible. Attempt number 2. First try wasn't terrible. Okay, got the egg in there cleanly. Start pouring this out. It's kind of satisfying just to watch it come out. Definitely better. Not bad at all. Again, this is like a fun little novelty thing. It's not that convenient. I think I'm probably gonna end up using this for like, to put milk or cream in when I have company over for coffee. We're gonna give this 3.5 eggs out of 5. On to the next one. All right, next product is honestly pretty much the same thing as this one, but it's just in frog form. It doesn't have this plastic piece on the end. And you guys know how I felt about this one. This one performed very, very well. So I do have high hopes for my little frog friend here. Let's give it a try with attempt number 1. Egg down. All right, again, squeeze this. And he kind of eats. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. These are, I love this. Let's give it one more try just to be sure. But I already know this is going to be. Oh, come on. I mean, what did I think I gave this 4.5. This also gets 4.5. On to the next one. These are fantastic. All right, next one. We're on to the final 2. And these are honestly the most entertaining, I think, between this one and the roller coaster. These should be fun. So this is the egg cracker plus separator. It has this little separator basket here on the bottom. And the idea is we're gonna place the egg in here, and then when I pull the trigger, it cracks it. The egg falls down, the yolk stays in here, and the whites will fall down. That's how it's supposed to work. All right, so the egg is in there. I'm kind of scared. Here we go. I don't know how much pressure to use. Oh man. So it cracked it for me, which is nice, but didn't work. Didn't work at all. We'll give it another try. Okay, test number 2. Here we go. Okay. So that was pretty clean. It kind of like cracked the shell super weird. But we definitely have a separated yolk here. Nice clean egg whites. That was 50% success rate, which isn't great. It is fun, not very practical. We're gonna give this a 2 out of 5. Pretty low rating, to be honest, but it's time for the grand finale. Here we go. Okay, we have come to the moment that you're probably here for. This contraption, it's rightfully named egg separator, but honestly, I call it the egg roller coaster. It's got a million little pieces. You crack the egg in here, and the yolk slides down all these slides, but through these little small channels here, the egg white is supposed to fall down into here. Egg white comes out here, egg yolk comes out here. It's how it's supposed to work. We're gonna give it a try. It should be fun. All right, so before we can even start, it says here you need to brush pretty much the whole thing with egg whites just to ensure that the yolk has a nice gentle ride down. Okay, well, here goes nothing, guys. First try with the egg roller coaster. Let's see what this thing can do. Oh, it broke. Gosh, darn it. It was doing so well. Okay, attempt number 2. Got it all rinsed off. Should be good here. Oh, okay, that's on me. That's on me. Attempt number 3. I'm not gonna break the yolk this time, hopefully. Oh, hang on, wait a second. Come on, baby. Okay, okay. Come on, baby. Come on, go for a ride. Go for a ride. That's perfect. I had so much fun with that. I hope you got, you know what? We got a couple people on this ride today, boys and girls. We're just going for it. Come on now. Come on now, baby. Let's go for a ride. The egg roller coaster. It definitely has technical difficulties. Like this, I honestly don't know why anyone would ever buy this. It's fun, it's cool, but like, do you want to have to go through all this trouble, all these little tiny plastic screws, and more than half the time I feel like it doesn't work. But when it does work, you saw that's a ton of fun. We're gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5, which might be kind of a harsh rating, but I think it's fair, just based on the frustrations that this thing gives me. Not bad. So I'm gonna put on the screen here all of the ratings for this video with each tool. You see where they rank now. But at the end of the day, just remember, this is the best way to separate eggs. I've said it once, I'll say it again. The best way, the most efficient way, the fastest way to separate eggs is just to crack them all in a bowl. Use your hands. If you want to wear gloves, that's fine. But just get in there, fish out the yolks. I could probably do a whole dozen eggs in the time it takes to do one with any of those gadgets. It's honestly the best way. This is how you should do it. So you basically just go in here, pass the yolk back and forth between your hands, and the whites just kind of fall right between your fingers, and you're left with perfect yolks every time. I mean, truly, this is so much faster than all of those tools combined. That is how to properly separate eggs. But if you want to have fun, try out these tools. They're a little gimmicky, they're a little fun, but as you saw, they don't all work as they're supposed to. This is the way to do it. I'll see you guys in the next one.